Hola, I'm Katharine, and this is Grace. We're at Stereochemistry headquarters.
We need to get from here to the treehouse so that we can play.
But first, we need to get through the RS pyramid, across the chiral lake, and through the stereoisomer forest to get to the stereochemistry treehouse. Vamonos, Grace, let's go. We're entering the RS pyramid. We have to learn about RS and molecules to get through the pyramid and get closer to the playground.
Look, candy. That's a fun way to learn about RS configurations.
Yeah, let's do it.
If a molecule has a stereocenter, which is a molecule with 4 different groups attached on a central carbon, you can assign R or S. First, you have to number the groups by atomic number, or in our case, candy size. Then, you have to put the smallest group facing away from you and see if the other 3 groups are going clockwise or counterclockwise, following from 1 to 2 to 3.
So in our candy molecule, you can see 4 different size groups or candies. In order to find if it's RS, you have to put the smallest candy, or the M&M, in facing away from us. From here, we have to number the groups on the molecule by size. So the Hershey bar is 1, the Snickers is 2, and the Starburst is 3. That means that the molecule is going clockwise, so it's R.
Here, look at this candy molecule. Is this candy molecule R or S? You're right, it's R. Great job with those candy molecules, guys. We made it through the R and S pyramid. Now let's get out the map and see where we're going next. We've made it through the R and S pyramid, and now it looks like we go to the chiral lake. Uh-oh, now we need to get across the chiral lake. Vamonos, let's go.
Uh-oh, this lake is full of food. We need to determine if these molecule foods are achiral or chiral to get to the other side.
First, we need to learn what makes a molecule chiral. First, let's look at this donut. If we look at the donut and its mirror image, it is identical and can overlap perfectly, meaning it is superimposable and achiral. Now, let's look at a banana. The banana's mirror image cannot be superimposed, which makes it chiral.
Now, let's look at our hands. Your hands are 2 mirror images of each other, so use your own hands to see if you can make them overlap and look identical. If you can, they are achiral, but if you can't, they are chiral. What do you think your hands are? Right, they're chiral.
One more question before we make it to the end of the chiral lake. Look at this molecule. First, let's create its mirror image. Now, let's see if it can be superimposed. Do you think this molecule is chiral or achiral? You're right, it's chiral.
Great job, guys. We made it through the chiral lake. Let's get out the map to see where we have to go next on our adventure to the treehouse.
Look, there's only one more challenge before we get to the treehouse. It looks like it's the stereoisomer forest. Vamonos, let's go. Whoa, the stereoisomer forest is full of molecules that we have to sort out. Let's talk about enantiomers and diastereomers so that we can get out of this forest.
Let's look at some molecules with stereocenters first. Remember, a stereocenter is a central carbon with 4 different groups coming off of it. Enantiomers are molecules that are chiral mirror images with all stereocenters flipped. Diastereomers are not mirror images because not every stereocenter is flipped, but at least one must be.
We have one more molecule to look at, and then we'll be at the end of the forest.
Oh, this one looks tricky. These molecules have 3 stereocenters. Let's see if each one is the same or different. The first stereocenter is the same. The second stereocenter is the same. But look, the third one is flipped. Do you think this molecule is an enantiomer or a diastereomer? Right, it's a diastereomer.
Wow, we made it through the RS pyramid, the chiral lake, and the stereoisomer forest.
And I can see the treehouse. Great job with stereochemistry, guys.
All right, we're gonna go play in the treehouse, and you guys can go play outside too.
Adios.